Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We're back on the Footy with Football Talk Show. My name is Ahis Anthony. How you guys doing? Chimamaka, TJ, what's up?
I
Yeah, we're good. It's good to be back here again. It's been like forever. But it's
yeah,
good to be
This
back.
honestly.
forever, this forever is going to stay a very long time, and I promise. I know we've been backing out, trying to see how we can re-strategize, trying to see how we can do what we love doing, which is talking football. But the season is apparently 7 days away for the new EPL season. EPL season 2024-2025 season. Manchester United kick-starting the season next week Friday, and Chelsea playing Man City, ending it with a mouth-watering tie between Chelsea and Manchester City. But I have Chelsea fans here with me, so we're here to talk about Chelsea. Just to talk a little bit about Chelsea. This episode we hope not to stay long, and this is Footy with Football Talk Show, powered by our partners AM Jersey. As you can see, I'm donning one of the retro jerseys of Nigeria Super Eagles, and you can get your retro vibes jerseys, Nigerian jerseys, Arsenal jerseys, Manchester United jersey, Chelsea jerseys, retro jerseys. You can get them. Visit them at www.amjersey.shop. Verified, free customization, and fast shipping. Now let's get back to the topic. Chelsea fans, Chimamaka TJ, they are the Chelsea fans of Footy Wit. And Chelsea has been getting a lot of bass boos. You know, the preseason for me, I'm the type I don't really bank on preseason because preseason is when you test your team, test the strength of your team, try to see how you can plan for the full season. I know Chelsea have had bad results, not bad results, but clumsy mistakes in the defensive line and making silly mistake and losing to Man City, losing to Real Madrid of recent. I know they won Club America, they won, and they lost before that. But you guys being the Chelsea fans, hit me. What do you think? Enzo Maresca being the new manager of Chelsea. What's your take? TJ, go first before Chimamaka
Okay,
go second.
so if I'm being honest, yeah, the team is playing well. They're playing quite nicely. I can pick out on some players with distinctive qualities. Someone like Lavia now, I know he played well. Someone like Madwiki, I know he actually pulled up some interesting performances and during the preseason. But to be very honest, the results were poor. Like it wasn't encouraging. Yeah, preseason is a thing about trying out things. One thing I can see clearly about this Chelsea team, and I believe Maresca should work on, is the defense. It is poor. It is really, really poor. It is completely the other side of the pitch now. Yes, I can see them doing something, but the defense is extremely poor, and that's where we are having issues, and that's why we keep suffering and having those like goals coming in and everything. But overall, I believe with time, yes, this guy can do something.
Well, TJ believes Maresca could do something. Chimamaka, what you take? I know we've been having a little bit of bits message dropped on the WhatsApp group, and you guys stating the fact that you don't really. I know Chimamaka, I know your opinion even before you share it for the public to hear, but I know your opinion. But I want you to share it for everybody to hear. What's your opinion on Enzo Maresca?
Mm. Okay, Enzo Maresca. Truthfully, I'll be very frank with you, being a long-time Chelsea fan. Well, personally, I don't rate him. I just have to be very frank with you. Personally, we saw a little of him with Leicester City, but I think the Chelsea project is big for him. And in order for me to be in line with the Chelsea project, I need to give Maresca at least 2 to 3 years. If I'm expecting the way Chelsea is flooding the transfer market and bringing in boys here and there, and expect that in 1 year miracle will happen, then it's a lie. Now, looking at the preseasons, I know we wouldn't actually like to judge with preseason games because first of all, he's trying to impact new knowledge into these players, and they need to work together with him to be able to deliver what he's trying to send out. So in this case, I would not judge them now because I can remember days of Ancelotti. Ancelotti played in the preseason, And I remember we lost practically all the games under his preseason. Just one we won. And the first match of the season we beat, what team was that? Was it Aston Villa? I think we beat them 6-0. So I will not use the preseason to judge as it stands because it's trying to impact new knowledge into the players. But truthfully, man, I'll have to give that man some personal time, long time. Not, I won't do the one season wonder from him. No, I don't expect much this season. I only expect the players to align better, to get to know each other better, and play good football. At the end of the whole day, all we are after is the result. That's the truth. Either we like it or not, we cannot play beautiful football and end up 18th on the table. It's not accepted in Chelsea Football Club. So if you play beautiful football and at the end grind out results, any way he likes, he can do it. He should just do it. That's me.
But listening to some Chelsea fans, home and abroad in England, you can see a lot of them back, even on Twitter, on the social media space, you can see a lot of them backing Maresca, saying that he's one of the disciples of Pep, and saying that the school where he came from, which is playing that kind of expansive football, position football, and you could see a lot of, or you could hear a lot of Chelsea fans saying, bigging him up that the last manager, what Pochettino has been a fraud based on how he sets the team up, and he's been timid. He sets the team up and gives them a lot of injury. That's why a lot of players were getting injured last season. And Maresca's style of play would negate that. But we all can see what has been predominant or the factor in the preseason, which is defensive lapses, the players trying to learn the trade of Maresca's style, and one or two errors here and there. And I know preseason gives him that opportunity to be able to, imbibe or put in the things that he wants his players to get. But the thing now is, the question mark is, will Chelsea fans be that patient for Maresca to be able to drill down his philosophy? Because Arsenal fans went through this when Mikel Arteta came, the unknown, second in command to Pep, and he came in, and you saw Arsenal went 2 straight seasons, despite winning the FA Cup. But league form, European form was so bad. Do you guys think, TJ, do you think Chelsea fans will be patient enough to see Maresca ball be implemented, looking at how Chelsea has fallen off in the last 2, 3 seasons after winning Champions League in 2021, and it's been down the aisle with the new owner buying the Todd Bowley and co. A lot of fans, some would say that they don't know what they are doing. We're still coming to touch on the issue of players being signed. But what's your take? Do you think Chelsea fans can be patient with Maresca?
Honestly, no. I myself, I'm not going. I know you need some time to perform and everything, like I said earlier. But I myself, I'm not going to be patient. I can't give him that time. We are a team of results. We win titles, and we can't be going how many years now? Nothing. No, no, no. That's not the DNA. That's not the tradition of Chelsea, honestly speaking. Since Abramovich, now. So I don't see that happening. I don't see it happening. So I don't know what miracle he has to pull, but he just has to do something. We need silverware.
When you say silverware, what's your Chima Marcus, please hold on. When you say silverware, TJ, what is your benchmark? So if it brings in a Carabao Cup, is the success? If it brings in an FA Cup, is the success? Or you want him to go for the UEFA Conference League, which I feel Chelsea could have a bit of ease in that competition. Maybe the first round, second round, maybe things could get heated up when it gets to the semi-final, meeting all the experienced European team. But I think Chelsea have a good prospect in winning that competition. EPL is far off, but some say if you bring in Osimhen, who knows? You guys could contend for the title. So, what is your own
Nah.
benchmark?
Okay, so basically, I would say um, the UEFA European Conference League, and this is why it's just a personal bias of mine. Even though if it's not an achievement, but then it's a record that we tend to break. So we'll be the first team to have won all European titles, and that's one of the reasons as to why I won that title, basically. But keeping that aside, if I want to like give him something, like I want to give him like a standard, at least try to win the FA Cup. That's something that shows that could prove your worth.
Intent. Yep. Chimamaka, do you think Chelsea
Well, in
fans
addition to
will be
what
patient?
TJ is saying, yeah, in well, Abramovich has actually he pampered us so much that every 2 3 years we were having trophies in our cabinets. Either we like it or not, either we play the best football or not, we bring at least silverwares are there to show for it. Now, in the case of Todd Boehly and Bluco and the likes of and the new management actually, I don't know what their goal is. But because of as a Chelsea fan who has been spoiled over the past 20 years, I know what it is to not be without the silverware for two seasons. I don't know how Arsenal fans happen to enjoy not lifting a trophy for a while. I don't know how Tottenham fans happen to enjoy that too as well. But we have been so spoiled that a trophy needs to
You,
come in at
you,
least
you,
once every 3 years.
you just
But
had
in
to
the
throw
case
shade
of
against Arsenal
Maresca,
fans. You just had to throw shade.
no, no, no. I'm just being very frank. I don't know how you guys did it
No,
because
it's
I
allowed.
I cannot
It's
relate.
allowed.
I did not do the 50 years. I I didn't do the
It's
50
allowed.
years with Chelsea when they were trophyless. I didn't do the 50 years with them. I started supporting Chelsea in 1997. So as it stands, I need to understand. I need to know the goal of of the new owners, which I believe. Yeah, I won't say I don't know. They want to build a structure wherein they have players that would serve the next 5 6 7 years without having to spend excess money and the likes and the likes. But to me, that is a whole lot of story, man. In my opinion, it is a whole lot of story. We are not interested in that. If it's going to work, good, let it work. But the problem I have with the management is the fact that yeah, it's a good project, no doubt, it's a good project. But you cannot play football without experience. There's no how you want to say it. I don't
But
know.
you
I
know,
don't know how you say it. I don't
to
know
be
how.
fair, despite the criticism against Clerlick and Todd, with the acquisition spending over £1 billion over 2 seasons, they fell short 6 points from Champions League spots, if my stats serves me right. Usurping the likes of Manchester United and also did Tottenham finish above Chelsea last season?
I think they did.
Yeah, yeah, they came
They did.
sixth. They came
Yeah, they
sixth.
did.
I know Chelsea came sixth. Usurping Chelsea, usurping Manchester United, and because Manchester United won the FA Cup, that was what gave them the route into the Europa League.
Europe.
But Chelsea having to go into the UEFA Conference League,
Conference
a
League.
lot will argue. A lot of Chelsea fans would argue that last season was good, despite a lot of criticism being hampered on Todd buying inexperienced
Mm-hmm.
players. But Poch was able to. Some would argue if they had a good coach or if they had a good manager, possibly they would have done better last season. And this is where Enzo Maresca comes in with what he did with Leicester City, and a lot of Chelsea fans are hopeful that Chelsea could nick one next season by doing
Uh,
well.
well, I would agree with a little number of Chelsea fans in this regard. First of all, Pochettino was not rated by Chelsea fans. I'll be very frank with you. I was one of those who never rated him, but I felt okay, giving him the chance, he would do something. But what he was able to do that you won't take away from him was having the trust of his players and his players also trusting him. So if it had taken this Chelsea team a whole full footballing season to trust their manager and were able to grind out the sixth position wherein they were able to finish up last season, then it is a good thing. In my opinion, I would have preferred a Pochettino to remain and continue with the squad. But I don't know what the management team is looking for that decided to go for a Maresca, who you also have to give a new first season to be able to align your players. That is keeping Chelsea fans on the hang for the next one season. Because truthfully, if you tell me I expect anything from this Chelsea this season out, it's a lie. It's a lie. Pochettino built his players. They played in the Carabao Cup finals. It is a
Carabao Cup
whole
final
lot of
against Liverpool.
discipline that will make these players play for this manager till the finals. So are we going to wait for the next 365 days for us to understand how the understand player management with and player and coach management? You are just keeping Chelsea fans on the hang for how long? But what we are interested in is grinding out results, winning trophies. That is how it is. We have been spoiled that way. And I'm sorry, I'm not a project about it. We have been spoiled that way. But now we have no choice. We are not management, we are just fans. They brought in a new manager. The only thing we can do as Chelsea fans is to back him up. And I hope and want to believe as a Chelsea fan, I would not at some point drop by the wayside and not start watching Chelsea. Well, I don't think it will happen because even with Poch causing problems, I saw practically more than 80% of Chelsea match last season. But I'll leave the mic to TJ. In my opinion, another one season without anything.
Oh, all right.
Does
So
TJ have a
speaking of
counter
what
opinion?
Chiamaka said, so now the thing is this, yeah. Um, Giving Pochettino another chance. Yes, he tried, but I could see a clueless person in him. In my own opinion, he was absolutely clueless, and this is someone that could not even like control his dressing room. You could see that these guys were boys, and you should be able to shape these guys in an image and impact some sort of discipline in them. This is Arteta. He had a very, very youthful team, but you see, he tried to drop the old dogs and built these guys in a way that they had character. But Pochettino could not reflect this in his Chelsea squad. He was on the pitch, he was clueless. I have never seen a manager so unenthusiastic, even when you are down and you're just looking like hopelessly sitting down. So to me, if you
I'm
give it
sorry,
another
every
season,
manager does that. Arteta did not achieve that
he,
in
he
one season. I
was.
hope you know. The Arteta we are
No,
celebrating today did not achieve that in one season. It took
yes,
him
I,
three
I completely
years to get
understand.
his
But
squad
looking at
right.
his first season,
I don't know if you
it's
understand. It
not
took him
like
three
he
good
had.
years, three good seasons to get his squad right. 3 seasons. Poch was given just one season. So I don't, and again,
Which
you
was
should get to
quite
understand
unfair
that
though.
discipline.
And I
Yeah,
agree
you
with
understand.
Chimamaka, which is
If
quite unfair,
if
giving Poch
if
just one
Poch
year.
if
Yep.
Poch did not settle in the top six, I would have said something else. But irrespective of the kind of disciplinary actions that you expect that he should instill in his players, he was able to manage his players in his own way. Not every manager is supposed to be that strict. I don't know if you get. You
I
can be
get,
very,
but to me,
very
I saw.
compassionate and at the same time pass your message across to your players. But in his own way, he was able to do that. I could remember there were times in the season that he, on his own, from his own finances, organized barbecues with management, with his team. With this is a way he tends to bond with his players. That is how he does his own. If it works for him, then it's good. He coached Southampton. Let's not forget. He had very good stints with players in Southampton. He went all the way to Tottenham. He had good relationships with them. This is how he has been doing it. You won't rate him as a terrible manager now. No. But because he didn't give you what you wanted in the first season, no, I don't think you should rate him that way.